In our videos, we often tell the stories of animals rescued from the cruelty, neglect, and carelessness of humans. But the truth is, not all dangers come from people. Nature, in all its beauty, can sometimes be just as unforgiving. This is the story of one such danger, and how a single man's compassion changed everything. It began on a quiet afternoon. A farmer, tired after a long day's work, was making his way home through the golden fields. The wind rustled the tall, withered grass, and everything seemed calm, until a sound broke the stillness. It was faint at first, a weak, almost hopeless howl. Then came a pitiful whimper, the kind of sound that pierces your heart, because you know it comes from an animal in distress. The farmer stopped, scanning the fields. He saw nothing, just grass swaying in the breeze. But the cries continued, and he knew he had to follow them. Carefully, he pushed his way forward, the sound guiding his every step, until at last he saw her. A dog, half submerged in thick, clinging mud, struggling desperately to keep herself above the surface. Every movement seemed to sap what little strength she had left. Her fur was caked in dirt, her breathing heavy, and in her eyes grief, exhaustion, and the fading spark of life. But then she heard him. Human footsteps, a voice, and in that moment, something changed. Her head lifted ever so slightly, and her eyes, still filled with despair, now held a glimmer of hope. The farmer wanted to rush to her, but he knew it would be dangerous. One wrong step, and he could be trapped as well. Thinking quickly, he found a wooden plank nearby and carefully laid it across the slurry, inching forward until he was close enough to reach her. She turned toward him, trembling from cold and fear, her eyes silently pleading for help. Gently, he pulled her free, the mud sucking at her paws as if unwilling to let go. No one knew how long she had been trapped there, but her body told the story. When her paws touched solid ground, she tried to stand, only to collapse from sheer exhaustion. The farmer didn't hesitate. He wiped away the mud, speaking softly to reassure her. Step by step, he led her away from the field towards safety. It wasn't long before the mystery of her identity was solved. She was a family dog, loved, well cared for, and dearly missed. In a small village, news travels fast, and before the day was over, her owners arrived. They were overjoyed and deeply grateful to the man who had saved their beloved pet. By then, she had been bathed, rested, and fed. Her fur shone once again, and she stood proudly beside them, a picture of health and beauty. If the farmer hadn't passed that way, if he hadn't listened to those desperate cries, this story could have ended in heartbreak. But thanks to one man's quick thinking and compassion, it became a story of hope, gratitude, and the bond between humans and animals. Dear friends, if this story touched your heart, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more rescues and acts of kindness from around the world.